Well, at that time, everybody, it's almost Super Bowl time. The Super Bowl officially begins February 9th, 2025, and there's a lot of movies that are going to be getting spots at this Super Bowl, at least we hope. There's a couple big movies like Minecraft and Superman that are definitely not going to get spots because, well, Warner Brothers doesn't really like to spend at the Super Bowl, and the fact that this is almost $7 million now just for a 30-second spot is crazy. It's still one of the most exciting times to be a movie fan and a sports fan where everyone can gather around and watch spots for the upcoming films as well as watching the big game, which I don't really care about too much, but any of you sports fans, if there is any of you guys will be able to see that too as well as these spots. I'm going to give you guys my predictions as what we will get during the Super Bowl of 2025. I did this last year, and I'm going to continue to do these in the near future. Alright, let's kick off with the first studio, Paramount. Now, Paramount actually has a much smaller release schedule than last year. I feel like mainly because they're in a lot of debt right now from what I've heard. Some movies I think could definitely get a spot. The Naked Gun, which comes out in July, I think that could actually get its first trailer at the Super Bowl. That way a lot of eyes can look at that and be like, oh wait, there's a new Naked Gun movie, and that can really give a lot of attention to it. The Rihanna Smurfs movie, which I think looks stupid and it sounds like a dumb idea. I'm only gonna watch it for Rihanna because I'm a massive Rihanna fan, but this could also get its first trailer because, well, technically February was supposed to be when it was originally going to release, so right before it was originally going to release, I think releasing the trailer is the best idea. And then Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I think we'll either get a brand new trailer or a 30-second spot. I'm either leaning on maybe a 30-second spot or a new trailer. They are marketing this as the final film due to the movie being incredibly expensive. But who knows, maybe it'll pay off since there is, again, gonna be a ton of eyes on this. Alright, now let's look at Universal, and also, they don't have like a ton of films releasing this year, but the ones they do have are some pretty big ones. Megan 2.0, I don't think Blumhouse has ever had a Super Bowl spot. I could be wrong about that, but I don't see it getting a TV spot. How to Train Your Dragon, I definitely think this could get either a new trailer or a 30-second spot. There's noticeably a lot of hype for this movie because it's actually the first live-action remake to not be done by Disney. Also the first live-action remake that's remaking a 3D film. And I think this movie is actually going to do pretty well, so if you want the movie to do even more well, premiering it at the Super Bowl is definitely the best idea. Jurassic World Rebirth. I don't think we're going to get a 30-second spot, no. We're going to get our first trailer. We still haven't had a trailer for this movie at all, and I think releasing it during the Super Bowl and people going, wait, there's another Jurassic World movie? Even though I wish they kind of took a break after Dominion, it's still like, oh, no way, they're making another one. And instantly people get so hyped and excited. That would be a great way to gain buzz from the film, is to premiere at the Super Bowl when you have a ton of people watching it, and that will instantly get the trailer to get a lot of views, which could help its box office. But the one that is most likely is Wicked for Good. Last year, they had the first 1-minute teaser for Wicked at the Super Bowl, and for this year, since there's still a bit of that Wicked hype and excitement, we could definitely be seeing a little 1-second teaser for Wicked for Good. I heard that there's like new costumes for the characters, and they're going to be doing some really interesting things with the sequel, so I don't think we're going to actually get like a full plot or anything like that in this teaser. It's more just going to be exactly what the teaser was for the first movie during the Super Bowl. And final studio, since Warner Bros is gonna be Warner Bros is gonna cop out this year. I mean, they're doing Super Bowl at the Puppy Bowl, but I mean, I understand they don't want to spend that much money. The last time they did it was with The Flash. Oh, okay, yeah, maybe it's best you don't do that. But I mean, Lionsgate, I don't know if they'd really go in the Super Bowl a lot, and even then, I don't think you guys would care because they don't have any big films I'm gonna really talk about, and even then, I don't care. I do not care. But the final studio I'm trying to talk about here is Disney, and I think they're gonna have a huge slate of TV spots here. Kicking off is with Snow White. I don't think we're gonna get like a new trailer, but a 30-second spot seems very likely since we've already had 2 trailers available online. Thunderbolts. I think now we could get our new official trailer for it, or maybe we could just get a 30-second spot because there's another Marvel movie that I think is gonna get its full trailer, and I don't want that to overshadow this film. Lilo and Stitch. I think Lilo and Stitch is going to get its first full trailer at the Super Bowl. We've had 2 announcement trailers teasing the film, also kind of being a parody to other Disney movies, which I love. But we're definitely going to get our first trailer for this film, really giving us our feel and what is this movie exactly going to look like? What are these aliens going to be like? It's all going to be very interesting to see. Now this one's kind of a 50-50, and that's Elio, because I know Pixar has kind of skipped the Super Bowl in the last couple of years. Toy Story 4 had a Super Bowl trailer, and then Soul, Luca, Turning Red, and all those other ones didn't, because they went to Disney+. Elemental, I thought was going to get a TV spot, didn't even end up getting a spot, and then 2024, Inside Out 2 actually got a TV spot, so with Elio, I think there's a high chance that it could end up getting a spot at the Super Bowl. And I think that's a good idea because it's an original movie, and Pixar needs an original movie to do very well. The last time a Pixar original did very well was with Coco, and that was almost 8 years ago now. So they really need to make sure that a lot of eyeballs are on this film, so that the movie can do very well at the box office. Next up is the Fantastic Four. This is going to get its first trailer at the Super Bowl. This is highly likely. Again, it's another movie that releases in July, and we still don't have a trailer for it. I believe they are done filming with it, so they're just kind of finishing up the film. We're gonna get our first trailer for it. We've already had promotional images of the movie. It makes sense that we're gonna finally see this Fantastic Four trailer, like with Deadpool and Wolverine, where we had their teaser last year, and that film releases in July. We're definitely gonna see the exact same thing with the Fantastic Four. Freakier Friday, another movie I think will get its first trailer because the movie comes out in August, and you guys need to start marketing that movie pretty quickly, so you gotta hurry on that. And finally, Zootopia 2, which I also think is going to get its first teaser at the Super Bowl, or maybe a bit later, because I know Frozen 2 had its first teaser during the Super Bowl back in 2019, and that movie didn't even come out 9 months after that teaser. This is also a sequel to a film that made $1 billion, just like Frozen. I could see this happening again with Zootopia 2, and the fact that we've had many promotional images and already a full 3-minute finished clip that has been shown at 2 D23s shows that Disney has a lot of confidence in this one, even more than Moana 2, and I think that they're gonna market this one heavily to the audience. Yeah, that's all my predictions for the Super Bowl. It actually doesn't look like a super big year this year, but 2026, with all the films that we have that year, wow. That is going to be a crazy Super Bowl. This one, I would just say, is kind of an appetizer for next year, but who knows? Maybe it could be like a massive Super Bowl in terms of movie trailers. What do you guys think about my predictions? Leave some of your predictions down below, and I know this was a bit shorter, but again, it's not really a whole lot that we have this year, and the fact that Warner Bros. Didn't even contribute to the Super Bowl this year had even less to talk about. What do you guys think? And leave your comments down below and subscribe.